What's going on, guys? Astro with Hidden Profits Crypto here. Before we get the video started, as usual, I want to give a huge thanks to everybody who's been supporting the channel. We are almost at 1,000 subscribers, so if you guys could help me get there, that'd be wonderful. Welcome to all the new subscribers, and if you're not subscribed yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can see all the great videos that I bring to you guys. We got a good one today, so let's go ahead and hop into it. So lately I've been doing research, like looking at coins on KuCoin, because there seems to be a lot of good small cap altcoins that kind of get put on there that are real low key and then end up popping off. Going through a lot of those coins, I ran into a coin called PBX or Paribus, and this is a pretty good solution for just investing in DeFi in general. They allow you to lend out your NFTs and other kind of assets like that to make some money while still owning them, which is, in my opinion, a really cool idea. And I think it'll help bring a lot of life to the NFT market. Just outside of buying and owning the NFTs, you can still make money with them, you know, including virtual land and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, let's just go ahead and hop into it. We're going to take a look at their Twitter, and then we'll just go from there. So here's their Twitter, Paribus_IO, a cross-chain borrowing and lending protocol for NFTs, liquidity positions, and synthetic assets, powered by the Cardano blockchain. I am kind of a Cardano fanboy, so really anything that's built with Cardano, I do have a lot of hope for. But here's their Twitter, so if you guys want to check that out and follow them and stay up to date, they do AMAs and all sorts of stuff like that. You can find the link to their Telegram and some other stuff on here as well. But let's go ahead and hop over to the website, Paribus.io, so you can see basically the same thing. Interloping value leveraged. As DeFi moves forward, innovators are uncovering transformational ways to store and represent value on chain. Paribus' mission is to unlock the true potential of these assets, evolving them into interoperable financial instruments capable of being used within DeFi protocols on any chain. DeFi is consuming the traditional investment landscape and bringing new utility to areas that have remained unchanged for decades. So you can see liquidity positions, virtual land, digital art, NFTs, synthetic assets. So that's mainly what this is going to be used for. If it can be sold, there's a market value. If it has value, it can be modeled. Paribus is the protocol that brings all these forces together, offering DeFi holders and investors a platform to extend the reach of their digital assets and positions, doubling down on their earning power. So you can see smart contracts, insurance policies, music, crypto collectibles, domain names. These are a lot of the things that they say that they want to add a little bit more value to, and bring it to a market where you can still make money even though you own them, without having to actually get rid of it. So let's go to features and protocol. Lend, borrow, and stake synthetic assets, increasing capital efficiency or investment flexibility across any chain. NFT staking, pool value with other like NFTs, earning yield on your NFT assets. LP staking, market-specific staking pools for LP tokens from multiple blockchain-based liquidity pools. NFT collateral-based loans, so you can actually borrow against your investments, freeing up your capital while the underlying NFT appreciates in value. So I know people that have a lot of NFTs, that can be a lot of capital that you kind of just have sitting in your wallet until maybe those if those NFTs rise in price. So here you can actually loan out your NFTs, like I said, and still keep them. You don't have to sell them, but you're also getting more of the value out of them with capital that you can still use and, you know, do other stuff with. So that, I think that's really cool. It's definitely going to be big for people who have a lot of NFTs and a lot of money put into NFTs, because I mean, it's just giving utility to that entire part of your wallet that might otherwise just be sitting stagnant for years. LP collateral-based loans, borrow against your AMM liquidity positions, allowing you to leverage while staking or earning through LPing. So that's cool too. You can stake and also still take loans out and stuff. So again, freeing up more capital that you might have stuck into things over a long period of time. So that's why I do think when it comes from an investing standpoint and a long-term standpoint. Now, this probably isn't something you're just gonna throw a bunch of money into the token and it's gonna just 100x. You know, this is something that over time I think will grow a lot as more people get into DeFi and get into investing. You know, when it comes to NFTs or maybe virtual land, that kind of stuff, this is something that can definitely pop up. And then for the token to make some money, the PBX token profit sharing, which I actually really like this, you can earn a percentage of fees collected by the network based on a tiered staking model. So instead of just staking and getting a percentage based off of how much you stake, instead here you're going to be earning a percentage of the fees that are collected on the entire Paribus network, which I think is, I mean, that's great if you're a holder of the token. It's also an incentive for people to buy large amounts of the token to kind of get passive income over time while the fees kind of, you know, add up. And the more popular the project gets, the more people use it. And if you hold a bigger bag of that PBX and you're staking it, that's just more and more percentage of the fees that you're going to get. So keep that in mind. We're going to look here. So connecting the dots, Cardano will allow the Paribus protocol to remain chain agnostic and simultaneously connecting innumerable assets across the multiple blockchains. We are interested in working with the most promising teams developing new ways to create and store value, regardless of where they decide to develop. So Cardano can kind of link to other blockchains. So that's why they built it on this, so that way they can have availability of all the coins, you know, throughout, you know, BNB, Ethereum, Solana, all that kind of stuff. Cardano's interoperability removes the restrictions imposing by the siloed ecosystem and allows value to flow freely, increasing opportunity for the protocols and its users. So kind of, you know, bridging between all the different ecosystems there. So that's another thing. PBX token, Paribus's native governance token, allowing holders to create and vote on proposals relating to protocol guidance. PBX token's ultimate goal is to align the incentives across the Paribus yield program, creating a codified harmony between stakeholders, the protocol itself, and the security of the assets contained within. So then we're going to take a look at the team. You guys can go and see their bios and check all that if you want. But development experts, here's some of the teams that they're working with. And then strategic advisors. And you can also go here and click get early access, where you can add your name and email and all that and get put on a wait list to use Paribus. So when it does release as a application that you can actually use, you'll be on the wait list to get early access to it. So, and then the light paper, which I have pulled up, we're not going to go through all of this because as usual, you guys should be doing your own research. Remember that I'm just a guy on the internet that just shows you stuff. So just because I show it to you doesn't mean you should just go throw a bunch of money into it. You should be reading over these light papers, white papers, whatever they call them now, and make sure that it's something you actually want to put money into. So here you can see, like we talked, virtual land collaterals, thanks Brave for being annoying, synthetic assets, NFT collateral based loans. Another thing was, you know, NFTs in the gaming sphere. We do know that crypto gaming is catching a lot of traction right now. So, I mean, you think you're playing a lot of these games, you're going to end up with a lot of NFTs. So if you even have those game NFTs, you know, you can even throw those on here and get loans or stake them or do whatever you want to do. And that's another idea as well. So if you're going to be big into, you know, the gaming crypto, and you want to, you know, get a little value out of all the money you might have tied up into those in-game items and stuff, that's, you know, another option. So I don't want to go over this too much because it's basically, you know, everything we've kind of already done. But you guys can go through this and check it out. So I also found this article from Medium. They have some little sneak peeks at the UI for the program itself. So pretty cool. They have a light and a dark mode, and then the tablet view, mobile view, and yeah, so you guys can check that out as well. I'll leave a link to it down in the description if you want to read this article yourself, and you can actually see what it's going to look like. And lastly, we're going to look at the chart. So here you can see we had a big rise. We kind of came down. We were in this range here for a while. And then after putting in pretty much a double bottom right here, we have started climbing up and broke this resistance with good volume. And since then have retested the previous all-time high and now found support on this previous resistance. So I do think if we fall back through this support, because it was resistance that flipped support, I do think if we fall through this support, could be very bad. But you also have this trend line here to keep in mind that's been following. So you're kind of looking for a break between here and this trend line, and if that happens, then you know I don't see anything good. But if we stay on track where it's currently going and climbing, a break of this all-time high, you know, obviously the sky's the limit from there. So if you're looking to invest in it, right now could be a good time to just kind of wait. But as I said, it looks like we retested this a couple times and have bounced, but I would wait until maybe we're a little bit lower on the support and get a confirmed bounce, because this very well could just kind of, you know, do one of these kind of little things and then just fall off a cliff. So I don't want you guys to throw money into it and then get screwed, so keep that in mind. But that being said, we very well could just bounce here, retest this high, and maybe do some of this until we break through and set all-time highs. So keep that in mind. That's pretty much it. That's gonna wrap it up. Paribus protocol, definitely something to keep in the back of your head if you're investing in a lot of NFTs and that kind of stuff. Like I said, definitely a good way to make some extra, you know, little money instead of having all your capital tied up. This gives you a little bit more freedom. So when it comes to DeFi, and we don't see a lot of Cardano projects, or at least I haven't looked at many on the channel here. So I think when Cardano really starts popping off, I think you'll see a lot of these projects start taking off as well. So that's gonna wrap up the video. If you guys enjoyed it and learned anything, make sure to leave a like. If you didn't and you didn't learn anything, leave a dislike. Remember to subscribe and tick the notification bell so you guys can stay up to date with all the videos I drop. You can follow me at hidden_crypto on Twitter if you want to stay up to date there as well. And that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And as always, peace.